Hi, this is Debbie with AncestryandTravels.com. I thought I'd just do a really quick tutorial today on how I set up my genealogy files. I have basically a family history folder that I keep all my genealogy documents in, and then within that folder, as you can see, I've got all kinds of names, and I just have everything broken down alphabetically. Different things that I have on the different family lines that I'm researching. Now, one thing that I've done, and I've still got some organizing that I want to do in my family, but I kind of wanted to show you this file here, my Dimmicks. This is my line that goes back to the Mayflower, and a cousin of mine contacted me back in probably 2012, 2013, and she was trying to find some records that she needed to finish going in and applying for her son's Mayflower certification, that our family line went back to the Mayflower. And where we go back through is the Gorhams and the Howlands through our Dimmick line. So Joanna Bursley was also someone that was involved in the Mayflower. So anybody that had anything to do with my Dimmick line, the different families, like for instance, Rachel Leonard married my grandfather Daniel Dimmick, and so basically what I did is I have like records on that family in here. I just keep that whole family line because they're related to each other together. Just easier to find. You want things so that you can go, okay, this is what I'm looking for, and you want it so that you can just, at a moment's notice, you can go in and you can find it. As you can see, all these files down in here are all files that I need to go through, see what they are. I call myself a gatherer. That's a nice way to say I'm a hoarder. When I'm out doing genealogy research, when I'm out in records and stuff, I'll run onto a record or something that I go, oh, that's really interesting. I might want that later, and then I pull it into my computer just because, and then label it. Sometimes I don't label it as you see on these, and then that's more work for me. I've learned when I first started doing genealogy research, I would just pull things in nilly-willy. Now, when I go to put in a record, when it says to save it, you can actually go in and name that record. I suggest you take those few seconds that it takes to go in and actually name that document so that you don't have to go back and because you're just redoing the work if you don't do that. Now, I have so many documents I couldn't go back and re-find them again and have to do it all over again. So obviously I'm going to keep the ones I have and start documenting those. But I do have lots of documents that I already have documented what they are. But it's just really good to keep a good system in how you file your genealogy documents so that it's less messy. Like I say, I've learned from experience. I'm sharing that with you. When you're getting started, make sure you're documenting everything that you find and prove the lines that you're doing, because it's really important. You don't want to just pull in somebody that's not really your ancestor, but also just prove those records with the records. And then I always keep copies of the records. I probably could go in things that I have on Ancestry that's documented that I really don't need to keep the documents in my computer, and I probably will get to that point someday. But right now what I have is I have a external hard drive that I have all my genealogy files on. So if anything were to happen, let's say a fire were to happen, I could grab that hard drive. But I'm grateful too, again, because I have my stuff, a lot of my stuff on Ancestry and on Family Search, so that I have them in places online that they're safe, so that if anything happened and I lost records, at least I wouldn't be completely lost. But I do have a lot of records to go through that and look at, because I'm sure it'll help me get back farther than I am on some of these lines. It's just a lot of work to do. Genealogy work is never done. I laugh when people say that they've got their family all the way back to Adam. Well, golly gee, I sure hope you had a good time finding all those documents, because there's just, that once you start getting into the 17 and 1600s, you'll realize how few documents there are out there. So finding your family lineage back that far is pretty hard. I'm not saying that nobody's ever done it. I'm just saying I'd like to see your documentation. Anyway, make sure you document. Make sure you keep your documents organized so that it's less work. Trust me, it will save you a lot of headaches. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial and have a great day.